Excuse me. I was in the middle of a men's retreat in the hill country with no TV and little cell phone reception when this order came out that President Obama issued an executive order that every school district in the nation would have to immediately begin to enforce a transgender policy. That no matter what the plumbing on their children, that if a boy identified as a girl, he's allowed to go into a girl's bathroom, into a girl's locker room, into a girl's shower. I didn't hear that. We were all up at the hill country. My eldest daughter called me. She got a text to me, told me to call her. She told me that the President of the United States had just signed an order commanding all public schools in the nation to open their bathrooms and locker rooms to gender identities rather than gender biology of the children. My daughter said something very prophetic, and guys, I want you to hear me. She said, "Dad, I believe this is my generation's moment in spiritual history. One woman got prayer taken out of the public schools, and Dad, your generation did nothing about it." She said the church prayed and the church complained, but they did nothing. She said, "I cannot allow my generation to do nothing. We must engage in this battle for my children." That stirred me up, friend, I'm telling you. So this is our moment. To take a page from Obama's playbook, we will not let this tragedy be wasted. This is our moment. We will act to protect our sons and our daughters, no matter what the local, state, or national politicians do. This is our moment. If our governor, and I've got contacts there, and I'm going to call a meeting, if our governor were to come to the meeting and introduce himself, I would thank him for being here, but I'd ask him to sit at the back of the church because this is not about the government. Are you listening to me? I don't want the help of our politicians. This is time for men and women to stand up and say, "This is my fight, it's my battle, I'm going to take it on." We will act to protect our sons and our daughters no matter what the local, state, or national politicians do. We will mobilize and strategize to prepare for a national movement for decency. This is not a Republican or a Democrat thing. No. This is not a Christian or an atheist thing. No. This is a family protection thing. Yes, we must protect our sons and our daughters from the militant homosexual agenda, and we want to tell them loudly but lovingly but very plainly, you cannot have our children. Amen. And we will fight to protect them with everything that is in our heart. You will not have this generation. So here is my request. Effective immediately. Parents, I want you to call your schools and politely ask them what they plan to do. Yeah. If they plan to comply, then tell your children, comply with this edict, then tell your children that they must use the teacher's gender-specific restrooms or the family restroom at least 3 times a day and never to set foot in a regular bathroom again. That starts Monday. Here in Brazoria County, if you're in from Brazoria County, I'm going to organize a meeting with pastors in this area and concerned citizens on Friday night, May the 20th at 7 p.m. to discuss a response to this tragedy. We cannot allow this moment to be lost. We're strategizing to remove our children from public schools for a period of time next year to show solidarity and to let the government feel the weight of their decisions. Yes, we may bankrupt some good schools, but it's worth the cost. Amen. Every founder of this nation wound up almost bankrupt to birth this nation. If we have to go bankrupt to keep the nation, we're willing to do it. Amen. We have a plan to educate the children during this time when we pull them out of the schools, and we're going to have 2 months to work out the details. So my invitation to you is to join us Friday night at 7 p.m., 709 West Mulberry here in Angleton, Texas, as we strategize and get the mind of the Lord to stand up for the protection of our sons and our daughters and to let this generation know we're not going to let this battle go unanswered. Thank you. Amen.